key hearing by the Apex Court. Today, the Supreme Court has resumed its hearing on the Arjikar rape and murder case. Let's now cut across.
In any other statute that prohibits the Court of Session or the High Court from entertaining and deciding an anticipatory bail application in relation to an offence while the applicant is in custody in relation to a different offence. No restriction can be read into Section 438 of the CRPC to preclude an accused from applying for anticipatory bail in relation to an offence while he is in custody in a different offence, as that would be against the purport of the provision and the intent of the legislature. The only restriction on the power of the court to grant anticipatory bail under Section 438 of the CRPC is the one prescribed under subsection 4 of Section 438 of the CRPC and in other statutes like the Atrocity Act, etc. 3. While a person already in custody in connection with a particular offence apprehends arrest in a different offence, then the subsequent offence is a separate offence for all practical purposes. This would necessarily imply that all rights conferred by the statute on the accused as well as the investigating agency in relation to the subsequent offence are independently protected. 4. The investigating agency, if it deems necessary for the purpose of interrogation/investigation in an offence, can seek remand of the accused while he is in custody in connection with the previous offence, so long as no order granting anticipatory bail has been passed in relation to the subsequent offence. However, if an order granting anticipatory bail in relation to the subsequent offence is obtained by the accused, it shall no longer be open to the investigating agency to seek remand of the accused in relation to the subsequent offence. Similarly, if an order of police remand is passed before the accused is able to obtain anticipatory bail, it would thereafter not be open to the accused to seek anticipatory bail, and the only option available to him would be to seek regular bail. 5. We are at one with Mr. Dave that the right of an accused to protect his personal liberty within the contours of Article 21 of the Constitution of India with the aid of the provision of anticipatory bail as enshrined under Section 438 of the CRPC cannot be defeated or thwarted without a valid procedure established by law. He is right in his submission that such procedure should also pass the test of fairness, reasonableness, and manifest non-arbitrariness on the anvil of Article 14 of the Constitution of India. 6. Under Section 438 of the CRPC, the precondition for a person to apply for pre-arrest bail is a reason to believe that he may be arrested on an accusation of having committed a non-bailable offence. Therefore, the only precondition for exercising the said right is the apprehension of the accused that he is likely to be arrested. In view of the discussion in the preceding paragraphs,
इनकी ये हालत का कारण है साधारण ऑटो ऐप। इन्हें चाहिए गारंटीड ऑटो।
All right, viewers, as the key hearing by the Supreme Court on the moto cognizance that has been taken on the Arjikar Medical Hospital is concerned, now viewers, all eyes on the key hearing that has happened in that.
So we have also explained why Narinderjit Singh Sani should not come in the way of applying. So we are dismissing the appeal with a clarification that now the bail will be heard on its own merits. Beautifully explained. Thank you. You are appearing? We have allowed the petition. We appoint Shri Justice Mohit S. Shah, former Chief Justice of the High Court of Judicature at Bombay, to act as the sole arbitrator. The fees of the arbitrator, including other modalities, shall be fixed in consultation with the parties. It is made clear that all the rights and contentions of the parties are left open for adjudication by the learned arbitrator.
All right, viewers, my colleague Renik Datta joins me on the broadcast as the bench of the Supreme Court assembles to hear the case of the Arjikar Medical College and Hospital brutal rape and murder. All eyes on the crucial hearing as well at this point of time, viewers. Now, the Chief Justice of India has also presided the bench. Renik, share more details about what exactly is likely to be the case during the hearing, as the couple Sybil represents the Bengal government, and of course the other side is being represented by the lawyers of the victim and the deceased. Renik, over to you.
एक्टिव देखिए, आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जो हियरिंग होने वाला है आरजीकर मेडिकल कॉलेज का जो सुओ मोटो केस सुप्रीम कोर्ट की तरफ से लिया गया था, उसी केस में आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो सेकंड हियरिंग है, इस सेकंड हियरिंग में पहला हियरिंग में सुप्रीम कोर्ट की तरफ से जो ऑब्जर्वेशन दिया गया था उसमें एक नेशनल टास्क फोर्स तैयार करने के लिए बोला गया था और उसके साथ साथ ही बोला गया था कोलकाता पुलिस को 14 तारीख यानी 14 अगस्त रात में आरजीकर मेडिकल कॉलेज में जो वैंडलिज्म का घटना घटा था उसका रिपोर्ट कोलकाता पुलिस को आज सबमिट करना पड़ेगा, ऐसा ऑर्डर भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट की तरफ से दिया गया था। दूसरी तरफ सीबीआई को ऑर्डर दिया गया था कि सीबीआई की तरफ से ये जो केस का जो डेवलपमेंट केस का जो डेवलपमेंट सामने आया है, केस कौन से दिशा में जा रहा है, किस तरीके से ये केस को हैंडल किया जा रहा है, पूरा जो डिटेल्स वो डिटेल्स का रिपोर्ट आज सीबीआई की तरफ से मांगा गया है। पूरा इन्वेस्टिगेशन रिपोर्ट सीबीआई आज जो सिक्योर जो सील फॉर्म में वो देंगे आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने, और उस रिपोर्ट पे क्या क्या रह सकता है इसके ऊपर ही पूरा देश का नजर है, क्योंकि एक तरफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट के ऑर्डर के कोलकाता हाई कोर्ट का ऑर्डर के मुताबिक सीबीआई का जो जांच है, ये जांच में दिखा गया था कि सीबीआई की तरफ से पॉलीग्राफ टेस्ट किया गया है सीबीआई की तरफ।
All right, Renik, I'll request you to kindly stay on with us while we also get the live updates and the continuous hearing that is underway by the bench of the Supreme Court in the Kolkata Arjikar Medical College Rape and Hospital.
Sorry, right. Last it was listened in March, to be listened in April. Sorry,
My lords, may I mention two writ petitions which are already.
say it on the email. It's a fresh matter.
Oh, no, my lords, only for non-deletion, my lords. The date
Yeah,
is
just
showed
say
as last 3 days it was deleted, my lords.
Send an email with, I say NTD.
Email
I've
is-
even got a code. NTD, not to be deleted, and I initial it.
Yes, my lords. Problem.
You know, only thing is the reason I insist on emails is because then it's tabulated. So then it's easier for them
Yesterday we
to
have sent an email.
process it.
We have sent an email.
I have a tabulation by the end of the day, so that I would just say NTD and initial it.
My lords, this is a writ petition filed on 9/7, my lords. Defects were cleared on 18/7. Since 50 days, it is not being tested, my lords.
1 second. Right, I'll tell him. Just send an email, I'll circulate.
My lords, may I mention a matter which is listed today before my lords? My lords, actually,
Wait for the matter to be
Lordship.
called out. Wait for the matter to be called out, yes.
Like,
Malas, we have filed Malas the status report, which you have circulated yesterday. And then Malas, we've also filed the report of the State Health Department. Malas, they've not gone back to work, the doctors, Malas. 23 people have died in the process.
Now, what about the CBI? Has the CBI? prepared a
My
status
report is
report?
ready, my lord.
We saw your status reports, which were,
Malas, we filed a separate application, Malas, which
Lord,
I think has.
I don't think I have the copy. I'm not complaining. I'm just requesting him, my lord, to give it to me right now. Maybe they have served, it has not reached me, or they have not served, whatever. my lord.
It's not served. It's not served.
सुनो सुनो आ गए
All right, viewers, as we can understand, what we are learning so far at this point of time, that after the bench assembled, Kapil Sibal, who's representing the West Bengal government, has now submitted in front of the judge that the status report of the investigation has been filed. It is after a month that the brutal alleged rape and murder has happened, and right now across the country at several points, even in West Bengal at 130 regions, the protest is breaking out and happening to demand the justice. And right now the bench has assembled of the Supreme Court headed by CGI, and where Kapil Sibal has mentioned that the status report of the investigation has been filed. All right, viewers, as we can understand at this given point of time, Kapil Sibal, representing the Bengal government, right now has been making submissions in the court, and at this given point of time, what has been understood is that Kapil Sibal has informed that 23 people have died as doctors weren't working. While, all right, now we must cut across to what's happening in the Supreme Court at this given point of time, as the hearing also is underway.
Not even with them.
All right, viewers, my colleague Renik also joins me on the broadcast. Renik, right now, the submissions that have been made by the representative of the West Bengal government here, Kapil Sibal, saying that right now 23 people have died as the doctors weren't working, and the state he did not receive the report. Now, what exactly is now going to be the arguments from the West Bengal government as well? As the hearing is underway, we are hearing that they are saying that it was the duty of the doctors to have commenced work while they were protesting for the victim.
देखिए, आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट में ये जो सुनवाई हो रहा है, एक तरफ राज्य सरकार की तरफ से कपिल सिब्बल जो राज्य सरकार का रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है, उनके तरफ से एक सबमिशन किया गया है। सबमिशन में वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो चीफ जस्टिस का बेंच है उनके सामने रखा है कि वेस्ट बंगाल में ये डॉक्टर्स का जो प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है, इसके तहत 23 लोग अभी तक मर चुके हैं और जो पेशेंट का परिसेवा वो सही तरीके से नहीं दिया जा रहा है, ऐसा एप्लीकेशन रखा है। मगर दूसरी तरफ सीबीआई की तरफ से भी जो सील्ड एनवलप है, वो एनवलप अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सबमिट किया गया है। ये जो सीबीआई का रिपोर्ट अभी जो चीफ जस्टिस का बेंच है उनकी तरफ से देखा जाएगा। इसके पहले दिन का जो हियरिंग था उस दिन में सुप्रीम कोर्ट की तरफ से सीबीआई को इंस्ट्रक्ट किया गया था कि आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सीबीआई की तरफ से जो केस डिटेल्स से जो केस का डेवलपमेंट है उसका रिपोर्ट एक सील्ड एनवलप में देना पड़ेगा। और जब ये जो सुनवाई चालू होने का टाइम पर देखा गया कि सीबीआई का जो एडवोकेट है उनके तरफ से ये दिया गया है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में ये सबमिट किया गया है। और उसके साथ साथ ही उसी टाइम पर कपिल सिब्बल की तरफ से भी कहा गया कि राज्य में 23 लोगों का अभी तक मौत हो चुका है। पूरा ये घटना में आज जो सबमिशन हो रहा है, ये सबमिशन को देखते हुए आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट की तरफ से क्या ऑब्जर्वेशन रखा जाएगा, इसके ऊपर ही आज नजर रखना पड़ेगा।
All right, viewers, now let's also cut across to the hearing that's underway in Supreme Court, where the CBI has also filed a fresh status report before the Supreme Court, and the court is considering the status report at this given point of time. The West Bengal government has said that it has filed a fresh status report, and the health department has also filed a report that doctors are not going back, as per the statements and the arguments that have been made by the senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who is representing the West Bengal government. All right. Now, as the hearing is underway at this given point of time, viewers, it is important to understand that the report, the investigation report that has been filed by the CBI will play a very, very crucial role as far as the decision and the verdict by the Supreme Court and the bench is also concerned. At this given point of time, the bench is examining the report which is submitted in a sealed envelope. All right, joining me on the broadcast is Dr. Ashim Maiti. All right, I appreciate you joining us on the broadcast, sir. As the crucial hearing in the Supreme Court is underway at this given point of time, where the findings and the investigation by the CBI in this case, which has also been questioned at a very high level, is submitted in a closed envelope, while on the other side, the West Bengal government is continuously defending this incident, saying that at least 23 people have died due to the non-working of the doctors during the protest. There is, of course, a contention while seeking justice and performing duty.
No, ma'am, this is not right. Actually, only one of the incidents took place on the day before yesterday. Whenever we don't know who has referred the case to the Arjikar Medical College, where the emergency was open, only the trauma and the SNC were open, but 90% of the senior doctors, including the junior doctors, are on strike. They are dispensing the telemedicine over phone, and not only that, they have started already some medical camp with the full medicines, and physically they are just seeing the patients and giving the in that case, those only single case has been reported. The patient was brought to the emergency in very moribund state, where both the legs were injured severely. It was supposed to refer to other hospital like SSKM hospital, which is well equipped with the trauma. Deliberately, some persons, we don't know, some political leaders or someone else send the patients deliberately to Arjikar Medical College, where the emergency is totally closed because the emergency building was collapsed on the day. So this is the wrong allegations given by the West Bengal government. Not only that, today's Supreme Court's verdict, what will be that, we don't know. The Police Commissioner, Mr. Binit Goyal, along with the Indira Mukherjee, the DC Central and the DC North, they fully destroyed all the evidence, and they went for the post-mortem only for 1 hour without any taking the proper and maintaining the proper steps for the post-mortem. So nothing behind for the CBI. So CBI just took the innings from the Kolkata police and all the files. We don't know what will be the final evidence they'll supply. And CBI has already frantically given effort to the principal, the ex-principal, that is Sandeep Ghosh, who was the main culprit. He was treated by some of the miscreants, that is those who are the doctors like Obik Dey and Virupakha Biswas, along with some other hooligans were there, and some outsiders were there on the night the incident took place. Actually, the 4 colleagues, doctors, have not yet been clearly asked about the incidents, and whole of the administration of the Arjikar hospital has not yet cooperated, including the West Bengal government, along with the police. The local police stations, everything were just very disgusting and very disappointing. So we don't know. We are not expecting very good or very prospective result from today's Supreme Court hearing or something else.
All right. I'll request you to kindly stay on with us. While it's important to understand, viewers, that the West Bengal government says that it has filed a fresh status report, and also the court is considering the status report. While the submissions have been made by the senior advocate Kapil Sibal, saying that 23 people have died while doctors were on strike, and while the CGI asked the bench what is the distance between the residence of the principal and the medical college as of now, while there have been responses that it is only 15 to 20 minutes away. After the hearing by the 3 bench has now also underway, where it is being obviously ascertained to what context this entire scene and this entire crime was happening under the guise of the attention of the college and medical hospital authorities?
That the 80% of the junior doctors and 60% of the senior doctors are not on duty. So this is the actual scenario of the hospitals here in this government hospitals here in this West Bengal, in different hospitals. Actually, the doctors and along with the health workers and health givers are not in action or not in service. So, as a consequence of that, it may be, but it is not directly related with the negligence of the doctors, because, as you know, the lot of doctors on strike. They are actually there is disruptions, total law and order, and in the hospitals also the hooligans are entering and they're disturbing the and they are giving the wrong information. I don't know. They have made some cock and bull story, but 20 patients maybe it's true, not due to negligence. Usually 20 to 30 patients dies every day in different parts of West Bengal, normally in normal situations. So this is the wrong allegation at this moment. They are trying to just make counter complaint against this valid, and actually we are very disheartened and disappointed till date about the activities of the government, West Bengal government and the police and the administrations of the individual hospitals also. So all the common peoples are on favor of this of this protest. We don't know what will be the final verdict and what will be the final report to Mr. Kopil Sibel, the senior advocate. What will prove, I don't know. And the division bench, we think, definitely they think rationally about the emotional factors and the actually dreadful situations of the publics, all the publics in all sectors on the road. Every day they are coming on the road for the Raat Dakhal or night, and everybody are in actually in tremendous they are raged on the government, and they have no confidence. They lost all confidence, and they are very disappointed about the disruption of the all evidence and all sorts of destruction of the all evidence and witnesses completely and neatly done by Mr. Binit Goyal, the police commissioner, and his courtiers, like Indira Mukherjee, the DC Central, and the also DC North also, along with the local officer in charge. So just we are till date, there is no help from the government side, from the hospital administration, and a lot of hooligans and lot of outside persons also attacking from the government sides, the innocent doctors and sisters disrupting in different hospitals, and they are giving using very slangs, and they are using with the hooligans well equipped with the lathis and all sorts of weapons. So they are trying to create a situation not favorable for service to humanity, to render our service to the humanity. So we have been disrupted actually, and disturbed as well. As a consequence of that, some patients may be deprived of the proper treatment, and there may be a death of 20 toll. I don't know the statistics, but some of the persons may be due to some, as you know, whenever the doctor strikes or everything being going on, that maybe some of the patients may be victimized in the process. Hello.
Yes, Dr. Ashram, yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Actually, we have started already, the junior doctors already started rendering service to the poor people, those who are coming to OPD. At least 5,000 to 6,000 people are coming, the patients coming to outdoor every day in Archikar Medical College. It has fallen down to 3,000 per day. Yesterday I visited the Archikar Medical College. I saw that some of the units has opened nicely, and they are doing their works nicely in the trauma, SNCU and others units. And also they are going for the major surgery and everything else. And gradually we are just becoming normal day by day. Just we are waiting for the today's hearing. After that, gradually we will resume our normal works because we know the pretty good. So knowing information of the public interest at large, definitely we will resume our works day by day. Already we have decided to render our service by telemedicine and also some emergency camps on the different places of West Bengal. And already we have started yesterday for your kind information. So we are definitely fighting against the government, against the disruption of the laws and order and disruption of them. There is no progress in the. We don't know what is the progress in from the side of CBI till date because they are concentrating on the Sandeep Ghosh monetary scam only. They are just working on the monetary scam, not concentrating on the murder and rape case. That is Abhaya's murder and case. That is so the publics are very in state of confusion, man. Very state of confusion, and they are apprehending also. What will be the final verdict? Because Kapil Sibal, I don't know how he will produce the wrong witness and wrong evidence and wrong information from West Bengal government. This is total cock and bull story and phantom story. Definitely, actually service to medical and surgical service, hospital service has hampered severely due to continuous strike for last 1 month, definitely. But we are waiting for the today's day. After that, we have already planned and just went for the meeting in individual hospitals, including juniors and seniors. We will resume our regular works from tomorrow onwards, day by day, whatever may be the verdict. Because public is with us at large and in mass.
All right, all right. While I'll request you to kindly stay on with us, Advocate Vineet Jindal, who's a Supreme Court lawyer, also joins us on the broadcast. Very good morning to you, sir. And what we understand so far is that the hearing is underway, and there have been submissions that have been made before the court where it is being very simplified in normal language that the CGI is also now looking at the matters that pertain to what went behind before the crime actually took place, while the CBI has also submitted the report, and the bench, the three-judge bench, is now examining the status report that has been submitted by the West Bengal government at this point of time. How do you view these series of events that has been now taking place, and currently the direction in which the hearing is going on at this point of time? There is of course an argument that had happened over that during the protest of the doctors, 23 people have died as they were not working.
This issue has been taken up by the Supreme Court so moto. So we can understand the concern of the Supreme Court. It is not only about doctors, it is also about the patients. So that's why the Supreme Court has intervened. It is about an incident against a woman doctor. So now a status report today has been filed by Bengal government, but interestingly, they have not supplied a copy of the same to SG, which has been questioned here. So if some report has been submitted, it should be provided to the SG so he can make his own submissions also. But the intent of state government is already been in question. This is the concern why Supreme Court need to intervene, because the investigation, we all seen that how the investigation is a faulty investigation taken place, how the delay has been caused during the before lodging an FIR, and the concern about now the state government, what state government has trying to do is they are saying that the people of the state has been suffering because of the strike. But why they are the strike because of you, the state government. Because you are not providing the adequate security and you are not giving the appropriate investigation. The crime scene has been vandalized. So who is responsible for all this? The state government. But interestingly, again, I can say that this is really concerning that some report has been filed and that has not been provided to the other opposite side. Why intention is to delay and to not to conclude this issue as soon as possible. I think the state government has some malified intention, and I hope the Supreme Court will specifically pin down we have seen the previous hearings that the Supreme Court, our Chief Justice has specifically asking very hard questions to the state government, but they cannot answer the questions. So in the same manner, I think some appropriate direction should become, and the responsibility of state government and the officials, that should be specified, and they should be punished. And very important point here is some direction for the security of the doctors, specifically in the state of Bengal. We have seen how all this happened. So I think that should be a very important point. We have to see how.
All right. Thank you for speaking to us, Advocate Vineet Jindal. Thank you for giving us your time. Now, also, let's move on to the continuous hearing that's been underway by the 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court as far as the Arjikar medical case of the brutal rape and murder is concerned.
আজকে এই মহতি জমায়েতে একটা মাইক ওকে দিয়ে উপস্থিত শরীরন আমরা সেই সময়টা পার করছি আজ
All right, viewers, joining me at this point of time is my colleague, Brian.
What is the GD entry by virtue of which 861 of 2024 comes into existence?
565.
565?
Yes. The entry 565.
And what time is GD entry 565 recorded?
At night, let's say. 2:55 p.m. Let's. 565 to 2:55 p.m. I can hand it over.
So GD 565
at 2:55 p.m.
is recorded at 2:55.
Yes.
GD? No, GD was
yes,
at 23:30.
This is a certified copy, Manoj.
565 is merely a medical certificate.
This is a certified copy, Manoj.
Page 64.
It's not a medical. It's an
Extract from the Tala police station daily register. It's not a medical entry.
But at 11:30 night, I have the copy.
No, I have a copy too.
certified.
We have certified copy, we've just given it to the court. At the same time.
So he is still this. He's still stupid.
No, I know it's not me.
All right, viewers, joining me at this point of time is my colleague Brian Thomas. Brian, as the hearing is underway and we see the arguments that are happening at this point of time, how do you view this hearing that has happened today and the last one where the fireworks has happened in the court as well? And of course, there was a lot of contention by the bench as well on the submissions that have been made earlier. When the suo moto cognizance was taken, and right now the kind of arguments in the hearing facts that are coming forward are definitely different. What is your understanding of the way the hearing has been happening at this point of time?
The inquest.
What is the time?
Yes, if you just make sure, let's not.
Judicial magistrate.
4:20 to 4:40.
The judicial magistrate arrives and conducts it.
And the judicial magistrate arrives and conducts it. He comes at 4:10, and then the inquest is conducted at 4:20 to 4:40.
Inquest is videographed.
And it is videographed.
Yes. And the same has been saved on a card which you can.
Civil also, second question, when was the search and seizure actually carried out?
Just 8:30 to 10:45. 8:30 to 10:45.
Yes.
The photographs had been taken before, Manoj.
8:30 in the morning or in the evening?
Evening, Manoj.
The body was found in the morning at 9:30.
That's right.
It cannot
Photographs
be
were
before
taken. Once the body was removed, Manoj, for post-mortem, then only, Manoj.
And by whom? There is some relevance. Therefore, Manoj, I would like my learned friend to ask. There is some relevance.
Manoj, we have photographs from 12:45 p.m. onwards of everything that happened. We have the original with us.
Now, during the course of the previous hearings, and therefore I think though the investigation is going on, we can share this because you've all said it openly.
Yes, Manoj.
That there is evidence that there is a CCTV footage to indicate what time the accused enters the seminar room and what time he's exiting the seminar room.
Correct.
Right? This is shared with us. Now, obviously, therefore, there would be CCTV footage after 4:30 in the morning, throughout the day.
Yes, there will be.
Has the CCTV footage in its entirety been handed over to the CBI?
Yes.
Yes, we have taken.
Yes.
We have taken.
You have taken the CCTV footage.
But we had to reconstruct the scene because of the distance.
But then, Mr. Solicitor, how do you explain this statement in your affidavit at small Roman 3 at page 14? Just see the last sentence.
My report, Manoj?
Yes.
Yes. Page 14, Manoj.
Just one para above 7.
Yes, Manoj. The SOC was apparently visiting you.
All right, my colleague Brian joins me on the broadcast. Brian, if you can hear me clearly, what is exactly right now at this point of time, what we are hearing is, of course, the CGI asking the registration of the unnatural death of the 31-year-old trainee medic after the incident came to light. But at this point of time, the Supreme Court is also throwing light on the series of events that happened after it was reported to the authorities that in the seminar hall the body of the trainee medic is found.
The first question, one of the first questions CJI asked was the distance between the principal of Arjika Medical College and Hospital, where the SG even said it was 15 to 20 minutes, and then the boards further examined the report also, and now the CGI asking the clarification on two aspects. That is, one, they want the time to know in which the unnatural death, that is the UD, happened. And even, Sibbal also on that fact, he also after that replied that the death certificate was given at 1:47 p.m. The entry of the UD happened at 2:55 p.m. at the police station. So which the CGI has also said that what is the GD entry by virtue on which the UDI 861 came into existence, for which even, Sibbal also said that the GD is listed at 565, which was recorded at 2:45 p.m. To which even the SG also said that the GD was at 3:30 and 565 was merely a medical report, and even to the fact the SG also said that it was 11:30 at night. And then there is a confrontation happened where SG said that he has a copy, to which Sibbal, counterjected and said that he has a copy too, and it is a certified copy. Now, GD refers to the general diary, and Sibbal asked for the inquest also, and then CGI also asked for the time, where Kapil Sibbal said it was 4:20 to 4:40, where the Justice Magistrate also that arrived at 4:10, and he conducts the inquest from 4:20 to 4:40, and it is also videographed as said by Sibbal. And again, to the fact that this was the main, main happenings that was happening, and even Sibbal said that it was 8:30 to 10:45 in the evening where search and seizure was also done, and once the body was removed for post-mortem, then the photos were given. To which even CJI has said that there is a CCTV footage also, that indicates that what time the accused entered and exited, and also he goes on to say that there should obviously be a footage after the 4:30 in the morning, and he also asked that the CCTV footage is entirely be handed over to the CBI, and to which the SG also said that yes, it has been handed over to the CBI, and CGI then asked that has Kolkata police, did the Kolkata police handed the entire footage from 8:30 to 10:45 to the CBI, and the SG, Solicitor General also said that there were 4 clippings that has been a totaling of 27 minutes in duration. And Sibbal also goes on to say that there were 2 things. That was one seizure that happened from 8:30 to 10:45 was given, and the second part in which the parts of videos are given in hard disk, there was a technical glitch which was stored in parts but was given in full. So definitely after that, even now that we are letting you know that SGA has after that said that we have a forensic report, and one thing was admitted when the girl was found at 9:30. She was in a semi-nude condition with jeans and undergarments removed, and there were injury marks also on her body, and they have taken samples and sent to CSFL as well. Simran.
All right, Brian. All right. Thank you for sharing these details. And of course, the hearing which is underway by the 3-member bench of the Supreme Court. Now, let's also cut across to the live hearing that's happening at the Supreme Court. All right, viewers, as we can understand that the CGI has in fact asked that there is a CCTV footage that was recorded when the accused entered the seminar room. Has the CCTV report handed over it in entirety? The CGI asked, while SG Mehta for the CBI affirms that it has been handed over completely. What we can understand at this given point of time that it is being told in the hearing that the girl was found. All right. The girl was found in a semi-naked state. They sent the samples to the CFSL. The CBI decided to send to AIIMS and other central forensic laboratories as the arguments that have been made by SG Mehta. All right, Brian, as the hearing is underway, it is also being mentioned before the court that the girl, the trainee medic, was found in a semi-naked state, and the samples in which the condition was discovered by the hospital authorities were sent to the CFSL, the Central Forensic Laboratories. The hearing which is underway in these arguments and these submissions have been made by SG Mehta, but the CGI continues to press on few issues, as starting with the direction and the registration of the unnatural death when it came to existence after the crime happened, and also the handing over the CCTV report of the visuals totaling to 27 minutes in duration of 4 clippings to the CBI for the entire probe. What else is the CBI now asking all the parties, in both the parties in contention at this point of time in this hearing?
Like I said also earlier, yes, definitely, SGS said that they have a forensic report and even said that the girl was found at 9:30 in semi-nude conditions, and then, they have been taken samples and was sent to CSFL, like I said just a while back also. And yes, definitely the CGI has asked that the Kolkata police handed the entire footage from 8:30 to 10:45 to the CBI, and SG said there were 4 clippings that totaled around 27 minutes in duration. But now even the SG also said that the CBI has sent the samples to the AIIMS now, and who took the samples that are relevant. Now, after that, even SG also goes on to say that the CBI has taken a decision also to send the samples to the AIIMS and other CSFLs also who took the samples that become relevant, and says that the samples were tested at CSFL in Bengal itself. And now SG also goes on to say that the CBI has also taken a decision to send the samples to the AIIMS and other CSFL that were relevant, and these tests were happening in Bengal itself. So definitely this is the latest right now that we are letting you know. And yes, definitely CGI has been asking rather for the time, the date of the UD also, and now also that we are letting you know that just now the SG said that there were 2 specimens or 2 swabs the result where CGI has said that they have seen before the line of investigation and they do not want to comment upon it in the open court. And he also says that the CGI right now, just 5 seconds back, said that he would like a status report by Monday, and he also goes on to say that the CBI should proceed on basis on what they are exploring and their leads. Simran.
All right, Brian, I request you to kindly stay on with us while we are cutting across to the live proceedings that are happening in the Supreme Court.
In a moment, let's clarify this part.
Yes.
A status report has been, a status report dated so and so has been filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Having perused the report, it appears that the investigation is in progress. We direct the CBI to file a fresh status report by the next date of hearing. List on so and so for considering the fresh status report to be filed by the CBI. So we take it up on Tuesday for considering the status report, which would be then filed by the CBI. Let's see what happens between now and. Because a lot of what has been collected during the course of the last 10 days is subject to further verification. And
we'll also investigate, Manoj, who collected the samples, because this
Fair enough.
report, and we will send
neither stop you nor are we guiding the CBI that we want a particular line of investigation to be conducted. CBI is doing it. You have flagged issues in the status report. You tell us next Monday what further emerges.
Take this also on record, the report of the FSL.
We'll return this back to you. Why should we retain it right now?
Whichever way, my lord, comments.
We'll return that back to you.
Just one more thing. Just my lord, out of my lord, the lady.
First, we'll retain only the second status report on the record. The rest of the papers we'll return back to you.
My lord, there are 3 lady companies, my lord, of CISF. My lord, they are not providing the accommodation to them. They have to travel, my lord, from CISF camp, which is 1.5 hours away from the state. My lord, thereafter, my lord, there are several things which we have requested. It is ordered dated 22nd. We are, my lord, almost 15 plus days down the line.
Well, as we have provided, in fact, if your lordship looks at our note, we have provided all that they wanted us to provide, everything that they wanted. Just give it to my.
The 3 companies of women constables
and
who are guarding the
accommodation for the women.
Where are they presently housed?
Well, that's I just showed to your lordships. Please. Kindly see.
So can I have at least that?
Yeah, we'll just give it to you.
Yes. And I'll also share what is not provided so that you
just give it to you.
At least henceforth you could,
kindly see the accommodation.
Yes.
KMCP Day School, 2.6 kilometers, 13 minutes away. 1 company proposed strength, 1 company 54 women personnel. Indira Maitri Shishu Kalyan Hospital, 6 minutes away. 1 company 54 women personnel.
No, when?
These have been provided.
Hammering since
then 3 flats in RMO quarters within so-and-so, on-site 25 personnel. Currently, 20 CIFS personnel are staying in 2 flats of RMO quarters within the hospital, and the rest of the CIFF personnel are commuting from 12 kilometers away. And the school and Indira Maitri Shishu Kalyan Hospital were undergoing construction, and therefore these are identified by the CISF themselves, Manoj. So we put them there. And most of the state police officers deployed by so-and-so come from far-off places like Police Training Academy, Howrah, which is 22 kilometers away, Bodyguard Lines, which is 12 kilometers, and Police Training School, which is 10 kilometers. So, Manoj, I mean,
this is my instruction as on
our status reports, Manoj, sets out everything.
As on 10:30 today, Manoj, this is my instruction.
No, but we are telling.
Kindly have a look at this, Manoj. We should not be fighting on this, Manoj. The CISF.
Therefore, exactly.
We requested for handheld metal detectors. We requested for door-size metal detectors.
Everything is provided.
They provided that after 2 weeks, but this is
no,
not
provided.
Let's have a look at this.
Just a second. What is now remaining to be provided? Mr. Solicitor, you have seen this. They say for housing 1 company of women personnel consisting of 54 persons, they have provided at KMCP Day School, which is 2.6 kilometers.
Kindly have a look at 10:30. At 10:30, this is
yet. Let the registrar of the High Court go and see, Manoj.
Yes.
Let 10:30, Manoj. This is at 10:30.
Let him go and see.
I don't want, Manoj. I'm not enjoying.
Can we look at this for a moment, please?
Yes.
Accommodation for 1 company provided in 3 locations as below. RMO Quarter, Ajikor Hospital, 20 persons. KMCP School, 40 persons. Indira Maitri Sadan, 30 persons. Likely to be handed over by evening today. 2 companies are
yet to be provided accommodation. Some security gadgets are provided, some are not provided. Lord, I'm not gaining anything by pointing this out. This is what is needed. Lord, if some incident takes place, Lord, I stand responsible now for the security, the CISF.
Just one second. Mr. Sibal, you just check, Ms. Astha Sharma, you can check with the officers.
Yeah.
In your statement, where you have said 1 company, 54 women personnel,
yes,
that covers 1 and the same company. Which is being provided at KMCP and Indira Maitri Shishu Kalyan Hospital.
It's 1 company / 54 women personnel.
Right, but the same 1 company.
Yeah.
But now, as of date, they have deployed 3 companies. So the other 2 are yet to be provided by you.
Manoj, when?
1 second.
One here, Manoj, kindly see Indira Maitri, that's the other one too.
Yeah, that's the second one.
That's the second one. It's in Indira Maitri, Manoj, which is
No,
1.7
we are
kilometers.
trying to tally what they have handed over with what you have handed over. What they have handed over suggests accommodation for one company provided in 3 locations, which includes 40 persons at KMCP and 30 at Indira Maitri Southern, and 20 persons at RMO quarter. Now, that indicates that only one company is taken care of. There are other 2.
According to us, persons plus. Just ask the registrar to go and
Why don't you, can we suggest this? Why do we have to ask the registrar to do all this?
Because they are contesting.
An officer of the state government and an officer of the, a senior officer of the CISF.
We have done that,
Not one
on
company
ground, we have done that. They are not wanting, in fact, Manoj, on the ground, the story is different. Manoj, what can we say, Manoj?
But one company is 90 individuals, 90 officers.
A total of 3 companies of CISF personnel has been deployed for the security at Ajikor Medical College and Hospital. Full stop. Mr. Kapil Sibal, the state of West Bengal has in its submission indicated that provision for housing the personnel has been made thus, colon, ये in case में page 1 को tabulated chart ले लीजिए. Prima facie, it appears from the above tabulation that the prima facie, don't say prima facie, it appears from the tabulation. In the statement which has been placed on the record by the union government, on the other hand, it has been indicated that accommodation for one company has been provided in 3 locations, namely at bracket 1, RMA quarter, dash RG Hospital, bracket 20 persons, 2, KMCP school, dash 40 persons, semicolon, and bracket 3, Indira Maitri Southern, 3, bracket 30 persons. And that the premises are likely to be handed over by the evening today. Full stop. In order to obviate any logistical difficulties, we direct that an officer of the nominated, a sufficiently senior officer of the Home Department nominated by the state of West Bengal and a senior officer of the CISF at the spot shall jointly liaise so as to ensure that all the 3 companies of the CISF personnel which have been deployed at the spot are duly provided for accommodation in the vicinity at par with what has been stated in the tabulated position set out above. Full stop. Next. In the event that any further full stop arrangements have been made for providing 6 buses, 4 trucks, and 3 light motor vehicles. Full stop. The 2 officers shall ensure that all requisitions, that necessary requisitions which are made by the CISF are duly complied with by 5 p.m. today. Full stop. Necessary gadgets for security purposes shall likewise be arranged no later than by 9 p.m. Today.
No,
As a matter of fact, this is also provided, must have been provided tomorrow, yesterday or day after. I don't wish to trivialize the magnitude of the problem I am dealing with.
One further thing now.
But I have 3 issues that I wish to place before you.
Before we hear you on those issues, Mr. Sibal, what steps have been taken by the state of West Bengal? Or because we had said that pending the finalization of the recommendations of the National Task Force, we would like the state of West Bengal to immediately put into place necessary measures which would bring into being some sense of security and
we have got a report, Manoj, from the health department.
And provision of adequate measures for the doctors, nurses, and the paramedical staff.
Yes, Manoj.
Status
report that we have filed, Manoj.
The health secretary.
Make a prayer, let the competence of the autopsy service be also involved within part of the investigation. And also they had offered money so that they can, my lord, speak in tune of the police. These should also be within the purview of the investigation. That's Muhammad Abbas.
Look, we need not pass any separate order because what you are saying is already a part of the status report. That the CBI is looking into all these aspects.
I appreciate just one thing, that this postmortem could not have taken place after 6 o'clock in the evening. There are standing instructions. Everything, my lord, will just kindly take the postmortem report once and just give me 2 minutes. I will show your lordships how this entire investigation has been compromised. After 6 o'clock in the evening, a postmortem cannot be conducted anywhere in India and in the state of Bengal when it is a rape and murder. There has to be a noting of the civil surgeon on the postmortem report that the Deputy Commissioner of Police or the Commissioner of Police has certified it. Then it has to go to the superintendent. Superintendent certifies it and then sends it to the postmortem doctors. These 3 postmortem doctors, one of whom is a professor of forensics, my lord, knows this, but still, what is the reason? The reason was to get rid of the body. What Justice Pardiwala was continuously asking, the GD entry number 576. My lord will ask them to show Form 27. And I'll answer Justice Pardiwala's questions in 1 minute. Form 27, please. Form 27 is the first information report. In the first information report, there are various columns. Column 3, C2 gives the GD entry number.
Column C?
C2 gives the GD entry number by which the FIR was started. The FIR was started by GD entry number 577. The UD case was 576, as pointed out by Justice Pardiwala. It was registered at 11:40 in the night, 45 in the night. But in the history,
That was better the last time also.
in the history, in my last 27 years in my career, I have never come across a case where seizure takes place prior to the lodging of the FIR.
The FIR has been registered at 23:30 hours.
Yes. Now, there was a previous FIR.
Along with
The FIR has been suppressed.
If you see,
I will show it.
3 doctors sign off on it.
I will show on the
6:10 to 7:10. Let him say.
Let him complete his submission.
Dead body arrives, 6:10.
Mr. Counsel, please complete your submission. Yes.
My lord will kindly take once. My lord will kindly take section.
On the, just tell us on the facts, what are you saying?
My lord will kindly take the postmortem report and compare it with the UD case which was started. In the postmortem report, the lordships will see whether the clothes of the victim were produced before the postmortem doctor. The entire, the jeans, the top, the undergarments, everything was produced or not. Because as per the, I'll show the notification, they have to be sealed by the postmortem doctor and handed over to the investigating officer. If your lordship sees in the top whether the clothes were sent to the investigating officer of the UD case by the postmortem doctor. I will kindly ask them to just give a copy of it.
Of the postmortem?
Postmortem. And allow me to place.
We've handed over the postmortem.
We have seen the postmortem report. Just show us the postmortem report.
We've handed it over.
Either the state of Bengal or the CBI. We saw it last time, but since he's making a point, let's appreciate what the point is.
So the parents also, they had a list of demands, including the parents.
So postmortem report doesn't even say at what time it is conducted.
Give it to us.
I'm sorry, that too.
Yeah. It says that at the time, everything is there. I don't know why you're making these.
Please tell us what the time of death is.
It's
Just
a
1 second.
condition of the subject, Malas, your lordships will find on the left-hand side.
Lordships will kindly see at the top. First will be the videograph. Conducted by whom? No designation. Who is he? From where did he come? Nothing. Was the CD on a rewritable CD or was it a non-rewritable CD? It has to be mentioned on the first line of the postmortem report.
The judicial magistrate was present during postmortem call for his report.
All the 3 doctors are part of the...
5 female doctors were present.
All are part of the North Bengal lobby.
Family.
Don't discuss such things here. Please.
My lord will kindly see the second line. It has to be at 4 degrees centigrade.
The post-mortem report refers to Tala PS UD case number 861,
Yes.
dated 9 August 2024.
Yeah.
That's where the mystery lies, because between 2:30 in the afternoon, when they say the GD entry was lodged, that is 5:65, and 11:30 in the night, there are only 10 GD entries in Tala police station. Lordship should kindly appreciate that. Between 2:30 and in the afternoon and 11:30 in the night, there are only 10 GD entries. Or was this entire thing manufactured? And Maharaj, this started way back in 1953. It was the first case in Bengal where GD entries are manufactured.
You know that, what he said. Everything will be clear. The judicial magistrate witnessed all this. Call for that report.
Not on magistrate or these.
Magistrate makes no difference.
Give me a minute.
My lord, every police station has a natural death. Sorry.
Kindly have a look at left-hand side bottom, the finding. In the case of wounds, not note whether there is any indication of wounds being homicidal, etc. Then the report is death was due to effects of manual strangulation associated with smothering, as noted above. Now, please see manner of death, homicidal. There is a medical evidence of forceful penetration, insertion in her genitals, possibly of sexual assault. And see, my lord, the FSL report. My lord, I have marked, my lord, two
CFS.
my lord, seized items.
Just give us that.
Given that. I'll just.
All right, joining me as the hearing is underway is Dr. Aseem with us. Sir, welcome back on the broadcast, as we are also hearing that the arguments that have been made before the bench pertain to the samples also that have been sent to the AIIMS and other CFSLs who took the samples and they became relevant. At this point of time, the CJI has also posed the question on the conduct in which the dead body which was actually found in a very compromised state was done. It has also questioned that what was the series of orders in which the entire conduct after the dead body was found. To replying to that, there have been reports which have been filed by the CBI. The investigation is in process, and this, they said that the CBI to file a fresh status report right now and to come back on Monday. Do you think, in your opinion, as at this given point of time, there has been an attempt made after the dead body was found there, and that is why also the CJI is also hearing all the aspects and touching all the corners of which the manner in which the dead body was cremated and handed over to the family?
Yes, right from the beginning of the dead body examinations actually given to the forensic investigation teams, which was first of all a very astonishing that the doctors of the same hospitals shouldn't go for that. That should be, the bodies should be sent to, and the body was shown to the parents after the 9 hours of incidents. After the, actually in between 3 to 6 p.m. she was raped, followed by murder. Not only that, actually the post-mortem started at 9:15 p.m. On the next day, and on the same day, sorry, the actual incident took place from 3 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 a.m. So that was a lot of time, and that body was not preserved at 4 degrees centigrade in spite of 46 a cold house was there in the Arjikar hospital. The body was to be preserved over there, or supposed to be preserved over there. Not only that, the police officers took at least 6 hours time to hand over the body to the investigation officers, led by Dr. Gupta and others. Only 3 persons are there. I don't know any sort of first class registered or present were there or not, but they took only 1 hour time for complete the postmortem, which is very astonishing. And right from the beginning of the steps, because we have studied the forensic thoroughly in our MBBS course, it was supposed to be the picture from different close picture and three-dimensional scanner, if available, close pictures from different angles were to be taken. Not only the swabs from the all teeth bites and the fingerprints from the mouth, around the nostrils, around the cheeks, and on the forehead also there is signs of mothering, and also around the lips, the actually Tilottama's lips, there is a lot of bites, and so from the bite sides, it was supposed to be taken the swab for salivation and sample of salivation from the victims also had to be taken, and not only that, all the injury marks should be thoroughly examined and clearly pictures should have been taken. And Mr. Binit Goel, who leaded leading from the front, that is Police Commissioner or Nagarpal of Kolkata, he leaded and he appointed, and along with Mr. Sandeep Ghosh, the ex-principal of that hospital. I don't know the Sanjay Basist, the medical superintendent, assistant medical superintendent, who are present in the spot. They were supposed to hand over the body to the mother after a thorough postmortem report being done, because initially it was to be shown that it is a suicidal case, followed by after 15-20 minutes they said this is unnatural death, and also very unfortunately the FIR being lost after 14 to 16 hours after of the incidents at 11:40, and just postmortem was nothing but a half-hearted postmortem without any collecting the evidence, and there is no ground, because we consulted with we talked to the parents also. They told that there is no hue and cry and hectic demand that you just give our body and we'll do the satkar or the ignited Barnghat. Actually, the police, without the permission of the parents, took the body to his residence at Sodhpur. Followed by they took the body very rapidly without any intimation of the parents to Barnghat, and they ignited the body rapidly. And it was supposed to be kept in the cold room, that is 4 to 8 degrees centigrade. That 46 all morgue chambers were open, keep open, was make ready. So it was supposed to. So totally, it was the not only the mistake, but it has been done to destroy to protect the government, to protect the hospital authorities also didn't cooperate, and also the medical superintendent, the principal, and the other staffs, those who are present at that site, along with the as you know, the IPS officer, the DC Central, DC South, DC Central, and DC North, and also the police commissioner, Mr. Binit Goel, who leaded from the front, and from first to last, he batted throughout the innings from first ball to winning stroke. Actually, he handed over the body to the parents after being totally smashed the total evidence and witnesses, and not only the postmortem swabs and DNA matching, and nothing else has been done yet. After initial 4-5 days, there was a vague investigations done by the police, and also according to the direction of the Supreme Court and High Court, ultimately the CBI come into play with the very dire postmortem report without any positive evidence, without any positive evidence of samples. The postmortem are, as you know, in a case of natural death, where the broad death in broad death
You
case.
kindly stay on with us while we also have breaking updates that are coming from the hearing, which is headed by the 3-bench of the Supreme Court, and key arguments crucially have been made in context by both the parties, and of course as the CJI has been making the submissions and responding to these arguments. Let's cut across to the live hearing and proceedings that are happening at the Supreme Court.
The first registration of the FIR takes place at 23:30 hours.
That's right. There was a previous FIR which was there. Now, Lordships also appreciate one more thing.
Possibly, he says there has to be. There has to be, not there was. Possibly, as I understand him, he said there has to be a previous.
The forensic team cannot come.
Otherwise, forensic you can't call. 176
which has been suppressed or has been destroyed. By whoever, I do not know.
Yes. Okay.
Kindly take the PM report once. Kindly take the top line.
At the same time, we have now looked at the status report. We have looked at what has been produced by the other side. There are UD entries. One is 542. Sorry, GD entries.
GD entry.
GD entries. 540. 1 second. 542 first.
10 AM. That is also wrong.
That's a matter of investigation.
Has to be at the.
That is a matter of investigation. Today, on the record that has been handed over, and CBI has also referred to it, is 542, 565, 576, and then 565, 576, and then
577.
And 576 and 681.
No, then 577. That is the formal FIR.
Not leaving the brief aside, the problem is, Manoj, we are dealing with, Manoj, whenever rape and murder takes place.
These discrepancies which you have pointed out, CBI is alive to them. And on the basis of these discrepancies, CBI's further investigation is going on.
Yes, let them investigate.
The sample. Now the vaginous wash, the blood had to be preserved at 4 degrees centigrade. These 3 doctors purposely did not preserve it at 4 degrees centigrade. Now that sample might be contaminated. It has to be preserved at 4 degrees centigrade.
Well, if the CBI...
Therefore, I said that there is something very serious. I'll tell my Lord, Lordships, in case of a rape and murder, the first 5 hours are crucial. Well, the first 5 hours is the period where you have to cordon off the area. You cannot have an ingress and outgress. Whoever wants to come and go, they take pictures, photographs, evidence is destroyed. And thereafter, after 5 days, if we enter the scene,
that's why we
have our own challenges.
We asked, the first question which we asked was, has the CCTV footage between 4:30 in the afternoon onwards been handed over to
Yes, it has been.
They say it has been.
Well, we've got the document of handing over.
CBI says that they have it. Let them look into the...
27 minutes only, not...
No, the entire. We've got the handed over document.
There's a little bit of a confusion on this, Mr. Solicitor. What CBI has been handed over, which you have also said, is about 23 or 27 minutes pertaining to the actual search operation which takes place and the inquest which thereafter has taken place. We wanted to know whether you are in possession of the complete sequence of the CCTV between the time that the accused leaves the hall and
the document.
But the CCTV will only show the accused entering, etc. Here
No.
Who else,
Crucial evidence.
Who else entered after the accused had left?
Handed over,
dealt with the
memorandum.
Look into these aspects.
We will.
Tell us on the next date of listing, because these are obviously, now that some leads have emerged, we'd like you to further investigate and come back to us.
I just want to mention.
Only one.
Can I have a word for this? Can I have a word?
My lord, may I just speak on behalf of the student?
Only a minute, ma'am. I'll just
Yes,
the
sure.
date.
This would go on.
It's different.
It's all there. I just want to,
May I just say
Manoj,
two
may I?
words?
Whether the X-ray plate, because Manoj, the body was found, the legs were found at a 90-degree angle. Now, 90-degree angle cannot take place without the hips being broken. Manoj, will kindly see in the post-mortem report whether the X-ray plates have been handed over to the CBI.
Look,
Whether the X-ray was actually done or whether the X-ray plates were handed over.
We've got the photographs with us.
Mr. Solicitor, just one question from your officer. When the body is dispatched from after the inquest for the purposes of the post-mortem, you have that letter by which the body is dispatched for post-mortem.
Yes, Manoj, it is there. Form number 5363.
Once again, how will you have it?
I'm seeing the form number.
Obviously, we're saying it with a certain purpose. We want to see that.
It will be a long.
I'll check up, my lord, and
Yeah, it is there. Because it was shown before the High Court. Before the High Court, I argued.
Can you just 1 second?
I don't have it. It was before the High Court. It was argued.
Just 1 second. Let's not get into these bickerings. We have flagged a document. We want to see that document. Do you have the document here?
Yes, I'll just check immediately. The body was handed over from.
Ms. Astha, do you have the document?
We're just trying to see. But in the meantime, I just mentioned.
Body chala.
Lord, in the meantime, can I
Just 1 second. So only deflect. We are on one particular issue. Let's seize that issue and then see if there is a satisfactory answer.
Yes.
Otherwise, CBI will look into our query by the next day.
There is also an antecedent aspect to what the Lordship said. Yes.
Till they find out, my lord, your lordships have kept it on 17th. 17th. Can it be on 18th? 17th would be miscellaneous day. That's the only.
We'll get a little more time.
Yes, but no, miscellaneous day has its own problems, your lordship knows.
But let them
18th.
investigate.
Mr. Sybil, do you have it?
But I only have this that is handed over, dead body challan that's handed over. That's all I have. To the family. Yes, to the family.
But not the family. It was from the.
Come on now.
The person who does the UD.
Let my lord, the Chief Justice, see the doctor.
This is the blank one. It would be like this. This is blank one.
I'm sorry, Manoj. No, who can read this?
The blank one. It would be like this.
This is not what we are asking for.
No, I'm just saying that's all we have at the moment.
This was an order accompanying corpses sent for cremation. This is when the body is given to the parents for cremation.
I cannot find the document immediately.
We are just trying it.
This is the only thing we have at the moment. That's all I can say, Manoj.
Because when the body is dispatched from the post-mortem after the inquest, surely the doctors who act on that and do the post-mortem would first look at what is given to them.
We just look at it.
It would be like this.
No, you just have the format.
The blank form.
All right, let's see the blank format. This is the challan for use when a dead body is sent for examination.
Yes.
Where is that filled out challan?
Well, it's part of the case, right? Because it was shown in the High Court.
You wouldn't know it. How? Let the CBI say. We asked the state of West Bengal whether they have it here in the court. Let them give it to us.
It should be part of the case diary. That's all we can say.
That is not given to us.
Form by which you handed
That is not given to us.
Not be given to you.
That's what my man.
Yes, it's not the file given. That's very important.
It's not in the file which is given to us.
Ms. Sharma, where is the challan when the dead body was sent for
figure out
for the post-mortem?
Figure out. Huh? See, let's not state something unless we are absolutely sure what it is.
Month later, and they're still figuring it out.
It's of very crucial importance because this form also has a column which says remarks, noting what clothes and articles were sent in with the body, which means that together with the body, other things which have been then seized, and other material is also sent to the doctors who conduct the post-mortem. We want to see that.
It was definitely a part of the CD when I argued the matter before the panel.
Part of the case diary.
The last column.
Are you sure?
Make sure. Given, maybe. Or may have given, we don't know. They say they have not seen this, and the file handed over to the CBI does not contain this document. But it appears from the argument of my learned friend that it exists, because according to him, it was shown to the High Court.
Without this, my lord, the postmortem doctor cannot accept the body.
Postmortem doctor will not carry out the PMR, the postmortem, and he will not accept the body because first and foremost, he has to have a request in the challan that please, this body is being sent for the purpose of examination.
On the challan, he gives a seal saying accept it.
Mullah, your lordships will give us time. We'll try and place everything before the court.
There, Mr. Sibal.
It's not, Mullah. We've checked it up. It's not there.
And CBI says that they also don't have the document under which the body was sent.
To us, that file does not contain
What
this
I'm
document.
told is that the CGM came, Mullah, and he filled it up himself, and there's no separate form. That's what seems to have happened.
Was the postmortem carried out without a without a formal dispatch of a request to the postmortem doctors to carry out the postmortem?
Just an administrative form. It's a statutory
Mullah, I
form.
don't have that information. I can only
Just have this postmortem report in hand. You
in
must
hand.
be having
Postmortem
it, right?
report. Yes, we have it, Mullah.
Now see the third column.
Yes.
See the third column on the top of it.
Third column.
Constable by whom brought.
Yeah.
So this constable is supposed to carry this.
This challan.
Okay.
He is supposed to carry this.
Yes.
And if there are any relatives accompanying, the names of those.
Sure. Yes.
Now, it has been struck.
Blank. That's blank.
So there is no reference of this challan for use when a dead body is sent for examination. You need to explain.
Yes, certainly, Mullah.
So tomorrow, if this document is missing,
Yeah.
then something is happening.
Yeah, sure, Mullah. Sure. So we'll find out, Mullah, as to why this is brought. This is why it crossed.
ওইটা পাঠাবে
To that effect. Mullah, we'll file the affidavit to that effect, Mullah, so that we can't be making statements, Mullah, in this fashion.
Solicitor, please do, if you need that, and that has not been forwarded to you, CBI should make a requisition for that.
No, certainly, my lord, we will have to end that fact being absent in the postmortem
This is in
report.
light of the fact that learned counsel says that when the matter was argued before the Calcutta High Court, that was part of the CD.
It was one of the video, it was live, streamed live. The lordships can call for the particular link and see it for your lordship says that it was shown.
In fact, but in absence of mention in the postmortem report, the possibility of it having been created subsequently cannot be
Subject matter of investigation.
investigation. I'll not say anything more.
Investigation. What has been created subsequently?
All right.
Nothing has been created.
All right. Should we
File an affidavit, Mullah.
move on to next Tuesday after this is over?
My lord, Wednesday, my lord, Tuesday is a miscellaneous.
All right, Wednesday. Tuesday is miscellaneous. Keep it on Wednesday.
Lord, may I?
Wednesday, no. Wednesday.
One
18th.
second.
Well, Wednesday is 18th. That PMLA matter starts on Wednesday. Mullah, please don't have it on Wednesday.
All right, we'll keep it on Tuesday after the miscellaneous board is over.
Yes.
So may I just say
Lord,
one
may I
thing?
say-
One thing.
Mullah, can
No,
we?
but just one thing. So we are 1 month down now since this death took place. We do not have any clarity about the estimated time of death. I thought the postmortem report, which normally says, may not be exact, approximate, but we still don't. What is the West Bengal's case as to when this death took place? I would imagine they would say it's before 5 o'clock
Clarity
sometime.
on that. There is some clarity on that.
Yes. In the CBI.
There is clarity on two aspects.
Yes.
One, when the body was discovered.
Yes.
There is some clarity on when the body was discovered. And there is some clarity about the movement which takes place in or around the room where she was staying for the night, where she came in late after
But then the person...
stomach contents also reveal that,
she had a meal.
Yes, that's right.
No, so there should be one more aspect then. The person who actually first discovered the body or learnt of it should actually be the first informant. And the time of his knowledge should be the time of the first information report. So the delay starts from there.
There's a delay of almost 14 hours in recording the first information report. It's very clear that there's a delay of about 14 hours. At least 14 hours.
14 hours, at least, yes.
My lords, if I may, with regard to the other investigation that is happening, with regard to the financial irregularities.
That CBI is investigating, but right now that is...
Exactly, the CBI is
obviously, we have started that investigation, but we are on far more pressing issues at this point of time.
My lords, the trouble with that, the difficulty with that, and I am for those 25,000 doctors, which include, in fact, whistleblowers who have placed and are assisting the CBI and have placed documents with the CBI. Now, some of us are still in RG Medical College, some of us are in the health department, and there are threats, frankly, my lords. So what we are seeking is that, my lords, just seek a status report for next time, because the two are inextricably connected, my lords, as the High Court has found, in fact, that the two are connected.
The nature of the link between the two is itself the subject matter of the investigation which is going on. Let's not say much more than that.
Absolutely. So we are not seeking that we see the status reports, of course, my lords. What we are seeking that, my lords, keep track of that.
Three issues.
Your Lordship,
May I just say?
My lord, only a minute. Mr. Sibal was to explain why the administrator or the superintendent was immediately accommodated somewhere else. But I did not start with that. He was to explain that.
Your Lordship had told us to give the names of the miscreants, some of the miscreants that we know in RG Corps, and give them in a sealed cover. So, my lords, may I just give the names in the sealed cover to your Lordship?
Of those who vandalized the...
Of those who vandalized, who came to the scene, even tampered with the scene. So, I'll just give this sense...
One second. Before you make a statement, tampered with the scene.
Yes.
Please be a little careful. Tampered with the scene is a very strong word to use. The vandals tampered with the scene.
I'll just show your Lordship...
Please allow the CBI to investigate.
No, I'll just show your Lordship 3 photographs. Okay. Can I just show in sealed cover 3 photographs? That's all.
You want us to make any observation that the crime scene was tampered with? The investigation is going on.
Just look at these photographs. We've got them for your Lordship. And give these names, please. And give the names to Mr.
Don't know what
for whom, to DSG for the duties.
The junior doctor,
West Bengal, front.
Well, the CBI has till date not said that their seal has been broken. I don't know why these statements are being made.
See, I'm not saying anything.
The CBI itself does not say so, but you are saying.
Please give me a second.
You can't.
My Lord,
just can't make statements at random like that.
What time are these photographs taken? What time are they taken? What is the date?
My Lord, this is at where the body is there. Annexure A2.
Time.
My Lord, this is on that day. On the day of the incident, and I've given the name of the person who is, and very many other persons who are unauthorized, who are going to that place. Then your Lordship would see page 2, annexure 3, where I've given other persons. They are all walking in and walking out as if it's not a scene. The very next day, my Lord, just look at page 3, annexure 6. They
our work a little more challenging. She's right.
One second. And last page, which is most important, my Lord, just see the last page.
We saw the last page.
So what I'm saying, if nothing if the manner in which it is you can make out that this has been redone at a later time. Otherwise, there would be struggle, there would be some signs, there would be some stains. This is completely botched up, and the very next day they demolished.
Right, you've made your point. I think he has
Next
also
two
pointed out
rooms.
something.
That,
Can you
what was, my Lord, if I not be able to explain it, what was that? That was the toilet, which had a basin, and the tiles on the wall. Now, the entire tiles have been changed and the basins removed. So even if you do the luminol test now, which is after washing of a crime scene, there's a test called the luminol test. Even if you do the luminol test, you will not come to know whether the accused actually went over there to wash his
Who has said
hands,
tiles
legs.
have been removed?
It's a
And
part of
Lord,
the
we are also
on the
asking
test.
I don't know what.
that
And
Manoj,
because the luminol test now fails, because the entire tiles
Manoj,
and the thing was changed.
my Lord, two
Manoj, may I?
Serious investigation.
Manoj, may I make just a?
My Lord, two other
May I just-
requests. One, CISF is letting people go to the emergency room without checking the iCards because people say they are doctors or they say they are staff. Now in West Bengal, about 1 lakh odd people are civil employees who are over and above the police. And therefore, they seem to have identification cards without any verification. So they walk in and out. People who say they call them civic volunteers. Now that's dangerous. And this person was perhaps one of the either touts or a civic volunteer who's
He was
gone
a
in.
civic volunteer himself.
Yes, that's what I'm
Huge
saying.
Jesus.
They may call themselves whatever, but they have no identification.
Because
no
we are the one who arrested him.
This is going on because the moment that they say we are doctors, people are going.
The CISF personnel are in charge of the security of the hospital. Obviously, they have to take adequate measures to ensure that any person who is seeking to gain access to the emergency ward, it can't be a random access to anybody. Otherwise, how are the doctors protected? So CISF has to tighten up the measures on who can access the emergency wards also.
Correct.
It can't be that any random civic volunteer can have full access to the entire emergency ward, which is where all the doctors are on duty at critical care facilities in the hospital.
That is being done. Manoj, that is being done.
So please ask the CISF company to ensure that
It is ensured. I can assure your lordship, it is ensured that she is saying.
All necessary security and safety precautions are adopted for protecting the doctors, especially
And
those who are on duty at RG because they were there, right?
My Lord, one more request. On social media, photographs of this victim are being floated. These may be taken off. I'm requesting if that a general direction can be given.
Of the,
because this is not
Of course, it's
permissible
not possible.
anywhere in the world that it should be sensationalized or what it.
But the photographs which you have produced before us at random.
Because we were there, all of us were there, many of us, 10, 20
Photographs are every.
were there.
You mean to say you took the photographs?
My Lord, I mean, several persons.
Where did
just
you get those photographs from?
The scene of crime was not cordoned at all. People were
But
walking
tell us,
inside.
therefore, you took those
It
photographs.
is our suspicion that next, the two seminar rooms was where the crime may have happened.
You're also showing
which
all
are
these
being
photographs.
published.
And how do you get possession of these photographs?
My Lord, the fact is that they are being circulated. And this person, one of the persons, I've given the name of some 10, 20 people who are the main miscreants and in this hospital. And my Lord, all other hospitals there are having this issue.
All counsel, we are going to direct that the photographs of the dead body of the deceased have to be forthwith removed from all social media.
Absolutely.
correct.
Absolutely. We agree entirely with that.
Damage has been done by the circulation of these photographs. It said that all social media posts
Manoj, even the seizure list, Manoj.
circulating
Not the only one aspect on
photographs
this.
of the dead body of the deceased shall forthwith be removed to ensure the privacy and the dignity of the victim.
No, direct.
May I add
Not
this,
something more than
including the seizure list, because there are issues of privacy involved. Malad, seizure list includes all the garments, all the other things, Malad, with photographs. All this is being circulated. Malad, therefore, all this must stop.
Obviously, that leaked when you were in charge of the investigation.
No, not at all. Just the opposite. Published on 4th of, Malad, published on 4th September when the hearing is on 5th September.
My lord,
Only add one
this is not fair, Malad.
We'll see what happens on the next occasion.
Malad,
there's a form.
Form de do zara.
5-3.
One addition, Manoj, I would request. Lord, only one addition I would request. Direct and indirect photographs, because some of the photographs I have seen, the girl had a specific hairstyle. So they remove the face, but the hairstyle is quite recognized.
During the course of the hearing, it has emerged that during the course of the hearing, the court has been apprised of the, into invert commas, challan for use when a dead body is sent for examination, into invert commas, complete. Full stop. The Solicitor General, on the instructions of the investigating officer of the CBI, states that the above challan, duly filled in, is not a part of the file which has been handed over to the CBI for investigation. Full stop. Faced with the above. Is faced with the above, it has been submitted by the learned counsel appearing on behalf of for the original petitioners before the Calcutta High Court.
One of the petitioners.
Appearing, saab ka naam likh lo. For one of the petitioners before the Calcutta High Court, that the form was, as a matter of fact, produced before the Calcutta High Court during the course of the hearings. Stop. The form is unavailable with Mr. Kapil Sibal, learned senior counsel, and Mr. Asta Sharma appearing on behalf of the state of West Bengal at the present stage.
I just want to know whether it's form 5370.
5371.
I have 5370.
Sir, can I just see?
What does it say?
I'll be able to tell you in 1 second.
It says, Malad,
changes now.
formation of...
It is another PRB.
No, that's for cremation.
No, not for cremation.
Yeah,
I have 5370 here, Malad.
Show the...
Can you show it to us for a second?
Yeah.
Wo dikhaiye zara.
No, give this.
नहीं, ये अलग है.
The identity, Malad, of the
Covers the one.
deceased. Name of deceased.
Number 53.
53 under
This is
174.
form number 54.
We wanted form 54.
54.
That is WB form number 5371.
This is form 53. Malad.
Even their file doesn't have. That's
वहाँ पर आपने जो into invert commas
justifies by
बताया,
saying that we
वहाँ
will...
पर लिख लीजिए into brackets WB form number 5371. The
पता कर लो.
PRB form number 54 dash Vide rule 282.
Milord, these
A copy of the form, a copy of the form duly filled in, which shall be produced before this court on the next date of listing.
Milord, we have complaints.
My lord,
1 minute.
also to produce.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.